YTBC, what's the deal? So, my man Dilltown posed a question to the YTBC. He's asked, is Joseph Parker better or is he the next David Tua? Well, I think that's a question we're going to have to come back to in the next, I say about year or so, maybe year and a half, and then I can really fully answer that question. But Parker has been up, well, this coming July will be the 4 year mark of his pro career. So I haven't heard of any big fight coming up. Now, I know he did call out Anthony Joshua. We know Joshua's getting ready to fight Charles Martin, so on and so forth. All right. So, by the 5 year mark of David Tua career, he had fought Ruiz, Moskiev, Ytbc. He even caught Darrell Wilson when he was a prospect at one time. I know Darrell Wilson went on to be a tough journeyman, but shit, Tua was the one that took his O away from his undefeated record. So, now, the names I just said, Ruiz, Moskiev, Ytbc, these are all guys when they were young, up and coming, just as hungry as David Tua. Parker has yet to face anybody like that. Now, I know he's faced one of the top 10 southpaws according to BoxRec with the fight against Bergman. I know he's went against some experienced guys that's fought in title fights, Franz Botha and Cali Meehan, but that was a 2015 Cali Meehan. Far from the Cali Meehan we seen against Layman Brewster. This Franz Botha, far from the Franz Botha we seen against Michael Moore in the 90s. So Parker hasn't fought anybody. Now, him and his team have been trying to get guys over to New Zealand to fight him. I will give him that. But with that said, I can't just give him credit for it. So I haven't seen him in there with anybody to say that, hey, this kid's going to be better than David Tua. Then you got a guy like Junior Fa who's coming up. He may make some noise. Himia is another guy coming up, but I think Parker is the best New Zealand prospect out of the three. Junior Fa is pretty damn good too, but Parker has a ways to go. I like what I see. I would like for him to use his jab a little bit more effectively than just, pawing and trying to just use it as a rangefinder, which is cool, but you want to mix it up with the jab. Him being 6'4", you want to see him use his height, man. Although he doesn't have an extremely long reach, but still 6'4" with some height on him, he can fight from a distance. I like to see him, not stand so straight up when he's attacking guys. Bergman caught him with some beautiful left hands, and he's showing that he has a beard on him because he got caught with some left hands that he didn't see coming. It's not so much that Bergman's not a huge power punch. It was just the fact that Parker didn't see him coming, and he still got hit. And usually those are the shots that knock you out. But he stood strong. But I want to see him tuck his chin a little bit more, man, and hide it behind that shoulder a little bit, or tuck his gloves a little bit tighter, his defense. But is he better than David Tua, or will he be greater than David Tua? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. To me, he's just a very high-rated prospect right now. He's one of the top prospects. So right now I think it's just too early to say. I'll have to see him against a guy like Carlos Takam or a Pulev, and some fans think that that's we're asking too much for him to fight those type of fights right now. But I have to see him in there with a legit opponent, because like I said, around this time, probably a year into his career, probably at the 5 year mark, Tua had fought guys like Ruiz, Moskiev, Ytbc, Darrell Wilson. So he was proven. He won some of those, he lost some, or he lost the one against Ytbc, but and that went 12 rounds. Parker, haven't seen anything that would suggest he can go through the gauntlet of those type of opponents and come out, standing on his feet. I haven't seen anybody. Now, he did beat, like I said, an old Meehan and an old Franz Botha. That really, it lets me know that he can handle those type of guys with experience, old guys, and he can handle some journeymen, and he can handle a journeyman level southpaw. But I have to see something against a top contender, and his team's looking for those type of fights. So after that fight, and maybe a few of them, at least 3 or 4 of them I need to see, then I can better answer your question. But right now, it's just way too early. But I think he has the potential. He got the potential, but on his heels though, man, on his heels, Junior Fa and Himia are on his heels. So Parker needs to show us something this next year and a half. YTBC, I'm out.